Have you ever wanted to do one of those zoom transitions? Or maybe you just want to zoom in to emphasize your point. Or maybe you just want to zoom in for better cropping. I'm going to show you how to do all of those in just a few easy steps. We're going to start with the zoom transition. So the first thing you're going to do is right click into your project, hit new item, adjustment layer, make sure it matches your FPS, and then you're going to drag that adjustment layer in between your two clips. Now you're going to go to your effects panel. You're going to find the transform effect, and then you're going to drag it on there. You're going to come up here to effect controls, and you're going to find the scale. Find the point where it cuts, add a keyframe, and then I'm going to add it to about 350. And then I'm going to go back about 8 keyframes, or 8 frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feel free to adjust this to your video, and then you're going to go here in the middle and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're equal. And then we're going to make sure this one is easy in and this one is ease out. Now we're going to go to your first one, hit the reset button, go to your last one, and hit the reset button. Now you should have a little zoom in effect like this, but it doesn't look great because there's no motion blur to it. So if you come down here and hit use composition shutter angle and you uncheck that, and then take this shutter angle and bring it all the way up to its max, it'll actually have a little bit of motion blur to it, which will make the transition a little better. Maybe you just want. Now, last thing you're going to want to do is bring this down and come to our graph editor here. We're going to grab this point and kind of smooth it out a little bit. And then we'll grab this point and we'll smooth it out a little bit. And then it should look a little something like this. And then you have a really smooth zoom transition that you can use for your videos. All right, so now we're going to zoom for emphasis. Find the part you want to zoom in on. So let's say it's this part right here. We're going to add a keyframe on both position and scale. And then we're going to zoom it to our liking. So I'm going to zoom it to about 142, maybe a little less so that hat can kind of get shown. No, hat's going to get cropped, but that's okay. Just make sure you don't chop the chin. That's a very important filmmaking rule. So we'll do that right there. And then we're going to go about back 5 to 10 spaces. And then we're going to add a keyframe here. And then we're going to hit the reset button so those go back to normal. So let's see what we got so far. Perfect. I like that. And then to go back to your original cropping, because you don't want to be like this your entire video. This is just a short, like, if it's this in your point, then go back. You're going to add 2 keyframes, about 5 frames before you want to go back to your original cropping. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keyframe, keyframe, reset, reset. And now let's see how this looks. Emphasize point, go back to normal. And to make this better, you can go ahead and add an ease out. And then ease in. Which will just give you kind of a smoother transition between the zooms. And if you want to continue editing it, you can go back to the graph editor just like we did before. The last thing we're going to do is zoom in for cropping. This one's pretty easy to do. Just go ahead and grab your scale effect. Make sure the keyframe is not active because you don't want it zooming in and out as your video plays. And just move it to your liking. And then change the position as you like. Make sure the keyframes are not active here either. And then if you want to just kind of tighten up your shot a little bit than what you shot in your camera, this would be how you do it. And that's how you utilize zooms in Premiere Pro. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future tutorials.